The indifference shown to my colleagues is disgraceful.
Michael Fanone wearing a police uniform while being so political, that was disgraceful. This is your reminder, everybody, that just because somebody is wearing a uniform doesn't mean they're a good guy. And it could very well mean that somebody is exploiting them for political purposes. These select January 6 cops, the ones who went before the committee, total political operatives. They've been paid off in so many ways, book deals, GoFundMe campaigns, and Harry Dunn there is still on active duty on Capitol Hill. He wears a gun and he yells at lawmakers he doesn't like. What these guys did and how they were given free rein to do it, I'll never understand. I mean, do you think MAGA is a threat like Fanone does?
As an American, I believe very strongly in a two-party system. Right now, one of those parties has a cancer, and we got to cut it out.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of dangerous talk from a police officer. At the time, he was on active duty, and they were being used, but I think they wanted to be used. They really did. And they were selected, Fanone in part because he's a bit of a good old boy, Harry Dunn because, quite frankly, big and happened to be black, and you had the Hispanic cop, the Iraq War veteran cop, all picked because they thought it would be awkward for people like me to criticize. And quite frankly, I don't care about any of that stuff. I don't. That's what you did yesterday. What are you doing today? Listen to how they sucked up to these guys.
For your heroism and your bravery that day.
For your bravery on January 6th and for your service to our country.
The efforts of the brave men and women in law enforcement.
From our brave law enforcement officers.
The brave men and women of the Capitol Police, the Metropolitan Police, and all the other law enforcement officers who fought to defend us that day saved lives and our democracy.
After the massive security failure that was January 6th, and one of those officers killed an unarmed woman, to be throwing accolades at them the way they did, just because they're wearing a uniform doesn't mean you can trust them. And I'm going to build on that in a moment. First off, you know who Josh Hawley is, right? The Republican from Missouri. I like this guy a lot. I'm interested in reading his book. Let's go ahead and put it up, please. Manhood, the masculine virtues America needs. Yeah, you notice that they don't want us to be like men anymore, right? They want us all to be, well, asexual or agenderless, whatever, gender neutral, non-binary, this incredibly hazardous stuff, this poison. Anyway, here's Hawley in action.
Are you telling me that in your opinion as Attorney General, it was objectively necessary to use 20 or 30 SWAT-style agents with long guns and ballistic shields for these people? You should have resigned long ago. And if you cannot change course, you should be removed from office.
Social media is in my personal capacity, Senator.
I mean, this is unbelievable. And you want to be the archivist of the United States. You lied to us under oath.
Well, because he's brilliant and brave, guess what? He's got a big target on his back from the political left, put there by the political left. And who's coming after him but Don Draper? Yeah, the guy from Mad Men, the womanizing alcoholic. He was, well, it was one hell of a show, I got to admit. And I was rooting for Don Draper in the show, but John Hamm, the actor, is just well, another liberal Hollywood dude. Hasn't done much, but he's pointing fingers big time at Josh Hawley, and I don't like it, doing a campaign ad for his opponent. Listen to this.
Manhood. You'd hope that means courage. Courage isn't something you can give speeches or write a book about. It's not sitting on the sidelines while others sacrifice, or denying help to those who did. It isn't putting people down or trying to control them, or using your own power for profit or ambition.
All right, it's a very poorly produced commercial. John Hamm is talking too fast, the music is too loud, and oh, by the way, the headlines are coming and going too fast. I noticed this one is from a publication called Jezebel. Jezebel. It's a far-left wacko website named for, well, a very unpopular character in the Bible. And Jezebel has come to mean, well, what is the definition if you look it up? An impudent, shameless, or morally unrestrained woman. Yeah, let's name our magazine that. Anyway, John Hamm trying to take down Josh Hawley continues. It doesn't work.
In Missouri, you can't fake courage. We're the show-me state.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess if you're John Hamm, you can be clueless or you can lie, because this is a lie from the January 6th committee, that Josh Hawley was somehow running away on January 6th, that he was the... Anyway, this is what really happened. Thank you, Tucker.
To prove that Josh Hawley was a coward, the committee released video of him loping out of the building on the afternoon of January 6th with a police escort. The tape became a staple on social media. The actual videotape shows that Hawley was one of many lawmakers being ushered out of the building by Capitol Hill police officers. And in fact, Hawley was at the back of the pack. The coward tape was a lie, one of many from the January 6th committee.
Absolutely. And it's being told by John Hamm, and they think they can get away with it because maybe they can. Maybe they can. But anyway, a little bit more here.
Courage is something you have to show us. It shows in the working class people that pitch in to help the family next door bankrupted by medical bills. It shows in the Marine who signed up to honor and serve the community that took care of him.
I can barely hear what John Hamm is saying. Sorry, he needs work. But he joined the Marines to honor the community where he grew up. People join the Marines for a lot of different reasons, okay? Sometimes when they're planning political careers, sometimes to pay for college, sometimes you actually want to go to war. I don't know. To assume that anybody in uniform is 1,000% righteous, that's a big mistake. Keep going.
It shows when a Missourian stands up to the powerful, when he fights.
When he fights, there he is. That's the guy they're rooting for here. Kuntz is his name, right? Looks like he's fighting on MSNBC, a talking head. Okay. All right, wrapping this up.
If you want to be told about manhood, some guy wrote a book about it. But if you want someone to show you courage, send Lucas Kuntz to the Senate.
No, I don't think so. The election's next year. Lucas Kuntz does not impress me, and neither does John Hamm. Josh Hawley does. I'm rooting for him. And that book looks pretty good. It just came out. Manhood, the Masculine Virtues America Needs. Toxic masculinity, they call it. Masculinity, it's toxic these days. All right, let's go outside. Can we? To the great outdoors. Doesn't that look beautiful? Climbing mountains, not something I would ever want to do, but I don't know. It looks cool from here. And if you go mountain climbing, you got to go buy some North Face apparel, right? North Face, they make those, well, jackets and coats and windbreakers and all that stuff. Another company that has gone over the top, totally crazy, woke, even in the wake of Dylan Mulvaney and all this stuff. I mean, this is insane stuff. Here's their website. Everything's Pride. It's Pride Month. Buy this. Pride collection. Pride. I guess Gay Pride Month is next month. They want to make it, I think it's going to be Gay Pride Year one of these days. Look at this. This is not a spoof. This is actually on the NorthFace.com website.
Hi, it's me, Patagonia, a real-life homosexual. And today I'm here with the North Face. We are here to invite you to come out in nature with us.
It's not a joke. It's real. This is not Saturday Night Live. And oh, by the way, I thought homosexual, I thought we weren't supposed to say that anymore. I thought that was derogatory. It actually is. And if you find yourself saying it, you say, it's all so stupid. Next.
We like to call this little tour the Summer of Pride. This tour has everything: hiking, community, art, lesbians making art.
What about people making art? Why is everything so fabulous? So want to be fabulous, right? Fabulous is supposed to be good. Go on.
Atlanta, GA. Why? Because you're there. In Salt Lake City, we're coming for you. LGHGTV community. That's pretty gay.
All right, there goes the country, right? If this keeps up. It is... Why are they doing this, oh, by the way? We know this doesn't make them money. This is some deeper, sinister plot, I do believe, to corrupt children. Absolutely. And it wasn't always like this. Last fall, North Face put this ad on their website.
All of these lines across my face tell you the story of who I am. So many stories of where I've been and how I got
Now that's more like it. It's not about who you want to go to bed with. It's enjoying the outdoors and humanity and nature and God's creation. That hideous individual walking around screaming about homosexuality. I mean, she said that word, not me or he or whatever. I don't know. Folks, obviously another sign that, look, they're going too far, obviously, right? There's going to be the pendulum is about to swing back. This is turning off everybody, but they're not making money here. Why are they doing it? Why is church suddenly gay, huh? Church, the pride is in church. It's everywhere, right? Church, anything Biden administration related, right? All there. Footwear, whether it's Adidas, that's Adidas stuff. Here's the Converse collection, Converse shoes. They used to be so cool. Go for a ride in an Uber, right? It's all about pride. Baseball is doing pride. Hockey is doing pride. You know about the Bud Light fiasco, of course. Airlines, Virgin Atlantic, yep. Alaska Airlines, yeah, if you look, they got the whole pride motif there. Amazon is now Glamazon. Disney, of course, you know about that. In the classroom and basically everywhere. Name an institution. Name somewhere where you go and you won't be subjected to this. And oh, by the way, pride is a sin. Technically speaking, it's called the sin of pride. It's in the Bible. You can look it up. An excessive preoccupation with self and one's own importance, achievements, status, or possessions. Just another reason to look inwardly when we should be looking at our fellow man and maybe even God. Hello?